You're up when the rooster crows. DVR filled with shit tier shows. Wearing trending normie clothes. And then tomorrow you'll do it all over again. My social circle only has room for...
Could somebody please take a moment of their time to point out the absolutely atrocious art in this bad art compilation that I seem to be missing? I'm not actually the type of person to go and watch cringe compilations. I think they're absolutely destructive and the worst thing that could ever have been brought to the art community as a whole. However, for the sake of this video, I had to go and watch a few just to see what all the fuss was about. My biggest surprise when I started watching some of these videos is a lot of the art isn't that bad. Because I thought the idea of bad art compilations and fail vlogs was the fact that the art, how the person drew, was the problem. Because most of the characters that I showed you in that compilation were actually drawn fairly well. So what exactly was the problem with each and every one of these characters and the images that they're portrayed in? Is it the fact that there are odd color schemes and not realistic enough? Just because something is realistic doesn't make it good art. Just because something isn't realistic doesn't make it bad art. Is it because these characters are edgy? Or is it the fact that they might by some chance be a Mary Sue? Because again, tying back to my Mary Sues Don't Exist video, we can't tell if a character is a Mary Sue or not only by looking at an image of them. So what exactly is the problem with these characters and how did they end up in this cringe compilation? As far as I can tell, the only problem these characters have is that the creator of the cringe compilation simply didn't like them. Before I start sending the wrong message, I want to make it clear that my problem isn't that these cringe compilation creators don't like a certain type of art or a certain type of character. That isn't the issue at all. The issue is actually the art shaming that these cringe compilations create. The idea of the cringe compilation is for people to watch and then to comment on how bad each piece actually was. To add on to the problem, and something else that really bugs me about this community and the cringe compilations, is that they put this half-ass disclaimer at the beginning saying that they're not intending to hurt anybody and they have the utmost respect for people. This video is just for the sake of entertainment. You don't understand how hypocritical your own disclaimer is when you're literally trying to bring a community around you to make fun of the art that is being displayed in your cringe compilation. And before you say, well, that's not what we're trying to do, tell me, what is your point? What are you trying to do? Because if you're not trying to talk about how cringy the art is in an entertaining way, what are people supposed to respond with other than, oh my god, you're right, how terrible, my eyes are literally bleeding? Is that not what you want? Because otherwise your cringe compilation doesn't make any sense. Why'd you upload it? Every video should have purpose. Everything that you create and upload online, you want people to see, but you're targeting a certain audience and you want a certain type of people to see it. You want a certain type of response. Whether it's positive or negative, whether you're trying to hurt somebody or help somebody, you have a purpose with everything you upload. I want to take a video that I found where an individual is apparently reviewing some art that they found, and it's terrible, and they're telling you why it's terrible. Or at least they're trying to. And I want to point out how ridiculous this person is being, because, oh my god, I don't even know where to start.
What is up, guys? It is Bill Nye here, and today we will be looking at DeviantArt. Oh, DeviantArt. DeviantArt, in case you didn't know, go get a life.
The quick little witty remarks approach. Yeah, it might work for you for now, but, you know, it will get boring the longer this video goes on. I gotta admit, they're a pretty good commentator. They seem to know what they're doing, and they've probably been doing this for a while, but let's keep going into the video and see what else we can find.
Some artwork on DeviantArt is absolutely fucking beautiful. It's fantastic. Like, people have no life, but I don't have a life either. Like everything, DeviantArt has its upsides and its downsides.
Are you honestly surprised that on the world's quote-unquote largest, by your own definition, art gallery, that there are some absolutely amazing pieces and somewhat amateur, novice, and below the standard pieces, that shouldn't be a shock when literally everybody on the face of the earth has access to it.
So today we're going to explore the downsides because
that's the only side that's going to get you any views.
being positive is boring as fuck.
Yes, because why on earth would anybody want to know about the amazing art that's out there on DeviantArt? No, this is why great artists can't get a look in or get good followings, because nobody gives a damn about what's actually good out there. We can't make cringe compilations about good art, now can we? And where would we get those views from? By the way, cursing doesn't make you sound cool.
So grab your bleach.
Really?
So before we begin, I just want to say that I'm not trying to be mean, but I will be brutally honest.
No, what you're doing is being mean and just butchering people's artwork for the sake of butchering it. Remember those half-assed disclaimers I was talking about? Yeah, that's it right there.
Like, do you really want that peppy, positive-ass, like, fucking kindergarten teacher? Oh, this art is bad, but keep trying, I'm sure you'll be good one day. No.
Actually, yes, considering the people that you're targeting are probably younger people, you know, below the age of 12, then yes, sugarcoating is an excellent idea.
No, okay? No. If you can't accept criticism, then I really don't suggest watching this video because I'm a dick.
The video hasn't even started yet, and I can already tell you're a dick. You didn't need to point that out. However, criticism can be given, but it doesn't have to be accepted. You can't force it upon an artist. They have every right to reject your criticism, and they have every right to not make the changes that you suggested. If you're old enough to stretch your hand out, you're old enough to let it be slapped away when the other person that you're giving it to doesn't want your help.
Alright, so here we have this.
And after all of that, the video finally starts, and we see our first piece of absolutely terrible artwork, according to this particular creator. Now, I'm not going to say a whole lot about the art. I'm actually talking about the person making the video, but for the sake of making a comment on this art, can you tell what they were going for? If the answer is yes, then that's all I have to say about this piece.
I really, honestly don't know what this is.
Bringing up the fact that you talked about kindergarten teachers, perhaps you may be in kindergarten if you can't tell what they were actually going for in this piece. Hint. It's a pony.
The colors are so damn bright. It's like looking at the fucking sun with a telescope.
Yep. You definitely got a point there. The bright colors are bright. Got it. That was your point there. The bright colors are bright.
But all blended colors aside, this character in the middle is just bad.
Wait, that's it. That's your point. The character is bad. What? That's not criticism. That's not even making a point. You're just spouting words. The character is bad. Put all the colors aside. The character's bad. Come on, man.
The lines are really messy, and if you look closely, you can still see the white from where they filled with the bucket tool.
They're probably under the age of 12, and they're using MS Paint. That's what the bucket tool does. There is no way to fix that in MS Paint. You're gonna have to look over that type of stuff.
I'm not saying that I have a problem with the bucket tool, because I use it all the time, but this is just sloppy, and in all honesty, I don't think this piece is fixable.
Have you maybe taken a moment to consider this could be their very first digital piece? Can that not be a thing? That this could be someone's first time doing something? Seriously, you act like this person's been drawing for like 20 years.
Due to the lack of effort and just all-out laziness.
Laziness? Really? That's what you're gonna chop it up to? Maybe inexperience, or not knowing how to use their drawing program, or, being new at art? None of those things are, factors. Laziness is what you're going with? Okay.
Getting better. Keyword, getting. What the fuck are those tears? Why are they going upwards?
I hate to burst your bubble about the point you're about to make about gravity, but this is a still image, and I believe it's supposed to be in motion. So if the character holding on to the little guy is forcing him downward, his tears would be facing up.
Is it really that hard to make them going down, or is there just no gravity in this picture?
Is it really that hard to come up with valid points about how to improve this art, or are you just that much of an amateur at critiquing and you wanted to find the worst art that you possibly could, that you're picking out the most nitpicky little details about each piece?
I just don't know. The overall piece is just bad.
Oh, there you go again, using bad as your entire reason as to why this entire piece failed. Bad is the outcome. Show us the reasoning and give actual points as to why the art is bad.
I mean, at least they took the effort to freehand it and not use the goddamn circle tool.
I guess nobody is safe from your tyranny of dictating over what is art and what isn't art in this wonderful community that we are part of. Jeez. Circle tool users too. Again, I'll bring up the fact that not everybody can do the Mona Lisa the first time they pick up their pen.
Well, speak of the fucking circle tool.
This person thinks swearing makes them sound really cool.
Okay, in all honesty, this piece is okay. Compared to the other two, at least, we can say this piece is okay.
Really, this piece is the one out of the current three that is okay. This art is okay. Despite your hatred for clear usage of the circle tool, do I smell a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, perhaps?
So what are my problems with it? So first off, the coloring job is really lazy.
The coloring job is lazy? That's what you're going with? Honestly, given the skill level and probably the age group that this particular piece came from, this color job is almost flawless. I can't believe how nitpicky you are.
You can still see where they didn't color. It's annoying. One arm is smaller than the other. Why? Why?
Because anatomy is hard. Get over it.
Can people not get symmetry right? Really don't think that's how the pelvis works.
That is exactly how a pelvis works when you are a beginning artist trying new things and working with digital for probably the very first time.
Okay, well, really, just to sum it up, the anatomy is just bad. Also, they use the fucking circle tool.
Bad, 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 bad. Everything is bad. Again, bad is the end result. Give me the reasons. Give me the facts why. Show me what's wrong. Okay, their color job is poor, their anatomy is poor, they don't know how to do symmetry. They're a beginning artist. Stop nitpicking. These are things they will improve on as they grow as an artist.
Okay, this is okay. But the coloring job is bad.
Well, this video is okay, but, you know, it's bad.
You can see the drawing on the other side of the paper, which is just annoying.
Are you serious with me right now?
No. No. No!
It's a base, or a recolor. Either way, who cares?
This coloring job! Is this an OC?
Who cares?
What the fuck does the title have to do with anything? Okay, back to the point, this is bad.
Okay, bad to the point. The only thing that you have to say about any of these pieces is that they're bad. We get it.
This is really, really bad. Bright, ugly colors, obvious use of a base, and absolute shit coloring job.
Yeah, we can see all that with our eyes, but you're not exactly telling us how to fix it. Okay? If the person who owns this piece sees your video, and yes, I realize you already said you're a dick, but you also said, when you said you were a dick, that if you couldn't take criticism, don't watch the video. I don't see the criticism.
What is this? Well, isn't this special? Another base.
Man, get off their back for using bases. Again, look at their age group. You can obviously tell these are not adult artists. Not saying that kid artists can't be good. Not saying that. Get off my back. What I am saying is there's a very low skill level here and you're getting on them for base usage? Come on.
An awful coloring job. They couldn't even use the goddamn bucket tool. Really, everybody uses the bucket tool.
So using the bucket tool in this instance, it's fine, but in the very example that you just showed in that clip of the very first piece you done, using the bucket tool was bad. Starting to contradict yourself a little bit here. Even though the bucket tool is fine, even you use the bucket tool, it's fine. But if you don't use the bucket tool the way you do, it's bad. Got it.
This is just so lazy. The colors are way out of the lines, and I don't think this is fixable.
Why exactly do you keep bringing up how something could possibly be fixable? Why are we trying to fix this art instead of improve on future pieces? I thought that was the point of criticism. It's not to completely destroy a past piece, it's to improve on future pieces.
1, because it's a base, and 2, because fuck you.
Are you serious? Are you serious right now? That's really what you want to go with? Oh my god. What is this?
This is pretty bad.
Yeah, we know.
Never use red text. Ever!
Wow, now there's a biased opinion if I ever heard one. What on earth do you have against red?
Unless it's never. The OC thing, yeah, that is okay, but I don't think...
This OC? This OC is the one you're okay with. Really? It's pretty much within the same kind of theme of your entire video, but this one's okay.
That's how you arm. Also, why doesn't it have a name? It's just like drawing 21. Like, what? Well, okay, this is getting there. This could probably be fixed, mainly by changing the fucking text color.
Wait, what? If we change the text color, this image is fine then? All your other points up to here on all the other pieces are now invalid because everything you said actually applies to this piece as well, but this piece is fine as long as we change the text color. Oh my god.
Okay, this is pretty bad. But after seeing the past pieces, I think that it's okay.
You're comparing apples to oranges like an amateur.
The shading and coloring is pretty clean. It's nice, and if the lines were nicer and the anatomy was a little better, we'd have ourselves a decent piece.
I sense an Undertale fan in the room.
But it's not, so fuck you.
Are you even... I can't even begin to salvage whatever points you might have made about this particular piece because that last little add-on completely dissolves it all.
Okay. This is just awful.
Is that right?
The anatomy, and what the fuck are those two pieces of shit on its head?
They're probably meant to represent horns if you had taken 5 minutes to size up the damn piece.
This was way obviously just a lazy person trying to post shit for their viewers. What can you fix?
God, I find your lame excuse of an attempt to call people out for being lazy about their art absolutely laughable.
Okay, everyone start using skeletons.
Oh, what do you know? Some actual advice in this video that could actually help somebody.
Inside to outside, you don't just draw it.
Yes, because I'm sure the moment you picked up your pencil for the first time, you started with the skeleton and or construction lines.
And please use layers. Layers, skeletons, and in all, if you're gonna post on DeviantArt, just don't be lazy.
You must be joking. If you can't tell that there's a high chance that this was drawn on MS Paint where layers don't exist, and the fact that they no doubt actually tried, I can see the effort in this piece, whether you can or not. They're not being lazy. They're inexperienced. There is a major difference. There's not even a comparison between the two. I mean, were there any valid points made in this entire video? And if there were, they went ahead and just soiled over their good points by either saying fuck you as their final point and or just, you know, shitting all over what they just said, being a hypocrite, or just not making valid points like, oh my god, it's so bad, this is really bad. Come on! To even pretend that this is some sort of actual valid criticism is absolutely ludicrous. You can't start a video off by saying if you can't accept criticism, don't watch the video, and then shit all over every single piece. It's hypocrisy at its finest, and this sort of art shaming is one of the biggest problems in the art community that we currently have. Not bases, not recolors, nothing. This is your biggest problem in the art community. Destructive, cringe compilations that are considered valid criticism. Also, this should go without saying, but don't go and harass this user, because, you know, I've left their name out of it, but by some chance if you know who they are, or you know, don't have a life and decide to go and hunt them down, they've already apologized for this video, but it was a couple of days after I finished recording, so I'm uploading this anyways. People don't make similar mistakes, but leave this user alone. They don't deserve any hate or, you know, being hunted or whatever. Thanks. Man, and I thought my Mary Sue's video was long. Thanks for coming back for another week, guys. It's really great to see you again. If you missed last week's video, you can go check that out on the right. You can check out this other great video if you want. Videos come out every single Saturday. Maybe become a Patreon if you're able, and only if you're able. As always, have a wonderful day. See you guys next time.